First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, L'chak that belongs unto the apostles of elders and of GMS that teach us his word, and Shalom unto the hopefully elect upon the four corners of this earth that's trying to make it up out of here. So this lesson that I wanted to bring out was going to be about not being comfortable with the spot that you're at and continuing to try to exceed and make it further in this truth, because you may reach a point and be happy with yourself that you reached a further point than you were at before, which is okay, because that's okay to feel that. You can be proud of yourself. You can feel like you've accomplished a goal, but you shouldn't feel accomplished like you're done, because you're not done after that. You can still go further. You can't become perfect. All you can do is keep striving, and that's a never-ending drive. And with the decree that was put out for daily videos, or the decree, if you don't put up a video one day to do two the other, y'all know, a lot of people like a lot of people are on fire, but that doesn't mean that like a lot of brothers in this truth is on fire, but that doesn't mean that we should be comfortable with the fact that we're on fire. We shouldn't be content with that. Psalms 128 verse 2 says, "For thou shalt eat the labor of thine hands, happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee." So we're putting in this work. We're putting in a lot of labor and good works, but that doesn't mean that's the end. That just means that we need to work even harder, because there's always another point, another wall we can break. You don't just reach a point and that's it. There's always another wall you can break, another goal that's been unreached. But once you stop looking for that goal, then it won't be there anymore. Once you stop aiming to reach higher, then there won't be any point to reach. You're gonna feel like you've reached the end because you're giving yourself that illusion, but you can't become lazy. You can't become content because you reached a certain point. No, you got to keep looking for the next one. Here I'll get let me see. Here I'll get Proverbs chapter 13 verse 4, because you got to remember that this is a never-ending battle with you and Satan. Satan going to continue to try and make this harder and harder for you. Them demons going to keep trying to hop on you. Actually, nah, before I get this, I'm going to get Matthew chapter 12 verse 43. Because you can work hard to exceed and reach another point and get them demons off of you and become a better man in this truth, a better soldier for the Lord Yahweh. But that doesn't mean that the fight is over. Matthew chapter 12 verse 43 says, "When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept and garnished." Which means, we cleaned up that there's a demon on us, and we got it up off us. We reached that point to where we broke past that test, and that demon left from off of us, and we cleaned up whatever sin we were committing, or whatever sin that demon was trying to get us to go through with. We beat that test, and that demon left and came back and saw that it was all cleaned up. So what does that demon do? Verse 45 says, Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there, and the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. So just because you win one battle, that doesn't mean it's over. And once you get that first demon up off of you, 7 more evil spirits come along with them. That demon goes to get back up. Those evil spirits get back up because they see that you're putting in that work, that you're exceeding, so they need backup. The Most High makes these tests harder for you, but again, the Most High, he makes things. He only puts you through things that he knows that you can push through with. He puts you through hard things, but the Most High only puts us through things that he knows that we can overcome. So he's gonna make these tests harder. But the only way you can overcome is if you still put your spirit to work. When you still put yourself to work, you can't get lazy in this truth. Just because you make it to a point doesn't mean that the fight is over. This battle is everlasting, and until we get up out of here, this is always going on. Just because you get one demon up off of you, just because you win that battle with that evil spirit, there's 7 more coming. So it's an endless fight. Don't get content with the point that you're at, because once you get content, you're not gonna move anywhere. And these scriptures, this truth, is you start to lose it when you're not refreshing yourself, when you're not keeping up with your spirit. You got to continue to study and to practice these works. So I get Proverbs chapter 13 verse 4 now. It says, The soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. So the soul of the diligent is gonna be plated well with that spirit. It's gonna be surrounded, and we're gonna be sustained. But just because you're sustained with that spirit, with those good works that you've been doing, that doesn't mean that you're done. You still gotta continue to sustain yourself, because once you turn to that soul of the sluggard, you're gonna start desiring for sustenance. That's why you got to be diligent, so that you can sustain yourself. But you got to keep sustaining yourself. It's a constant need to sustain yourself in this truth, because it's like you fill up your gas tank and you go, but you're gonna have to fill up that gas tank again. You got to constantly fill up that gas tank in this truth. You got to constantly fill up your gas tank of your spirit with this word, with these works. That's how you fill up your spirit's gas tank, by constantly bringing out this truth, by constantly studying, by fasting, by praying. That's how you fill up your gas tank. And you're gonna need your gas tank on full at the top that it can be. You gotta fill up that gas tank to full in these last days. Your spirit, you gotta make sure your spirit is on lock, because these demons about to be coming harder than ever. These temptations are about to be coming stronger than ever. So you gotta make sure that your spirit is on lock. You gotta make sure that you're not becoming a sluggard, that you're not becoming content, because there's always another challenge coming, and you got to be prepared for it. Once you sit down and rest and get comfortable, that blockade, that obstacle is going to come and it's going to knock you out. You got to always stay on your toes in this truth. Always always be pushing forward, because you're going to be ready for that obstacle, and you can evade and move out the way how you need to. Always be ready for something else. Always be ready for a new challenge. So with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Buchak Wadash, and Shalom.